crew to save the day.
The Mighty House crew is on the job. This is Mighty House.
All right, we're back. Today, we're going to talk about furnace filters and why you might want to change them. So, we'll be back right after this. You ready? Here we go. All right, make sure you subscribe, click that bell, and that way you'll be notified next time we post a new episode. And we've got a lot of cool stuff coming out. We've got the bathroom stuff, so you can go watch that, whole series on that. We've also, we're at the IBS show recently, and we've got a bunch of interviews and stuff from the IBS show that was in Orlando in February. So go check that stuff out. In the meantime, Rich, I want to, how often should we change our furnace filters? And I've got one right here.
Every 6 months at least.
How often?
I would say a minimum every 6 months.
Well, let's go this way with it. There we go. Every 6 months. Or maybe
Minimum.
Minimum. And some people say monthly, depending on how.
It depends how many you have. Depends on whether you have if you have a central return.
Right.
Monthly is probably good. But in my house, I have a number of different returns. So, monthly would be quite expensive. But because not all the dirt's going in one filter, I can usually go every 3 to 6 months.
Right. So normally, like this one is made to go right into the furnace, and you swap it out. So here's what happens when you don't change it, maybe for a year or so. Let me help you out. So get an overhead shot of this one here, Sonar. So here's what your filter should look like. That's a nice clean one. Yeah, see that? Okay, so here's what we just pulled out of our furnace.
Well, when you say our, you mean yours personally?
Here at the shop. Look at this.
At the shop.
At the shop.
Oh, yeah,
so
it's a shop.
I figured, well, you know what? I might want to change the filter. So then I went over there and tried to pull it out.
How'd you get that out? It was so bowed.
Thank you. It is so bowed and nasty. The furnace had sucked it into itself, into the blower. So we ended up having to take the furnace apart to get in there to pull this out.
Is that like a MERV 18 now? Because nothing, even air can't get through it.
That's exactly what it is. Go ahead, explain what a MERV is real quick.
So minimum energy, was it minimum? I forget. But anyway, the MERV rating is how it blocks dust particles and that. So the higher the MERV number, what is it? Now it's going to drive me crazy.
Go ahead, Sonar's looking it up.
I'm looking it up right now.
Well, we used to know this like the back of our hand.
Value.
Minimum energy recovery, no, that's, ERV is stuck in my head.
Minimum efficiency reporting value.
There you go.
Okay, see,
See,
now Rich is in the
I'd
way.
fail my CR again.
Yep.
Anyway, so it's your minimum efficiency rating value. So the lower the number, the less restrictive the filter. So on average, your typical furnace should be running like a MERV 7 or 8. Some furnaces or air handlers are designed to run closer to a 15. The Filtreats and super crazy ones, those might be a MERV 20, and they tell you that it'll stop allergies and coronavirus. Do not put those in your furnace unless it's designed for it, because it'll actually do what Ron's got in his hand. So yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, a MERV 16 average particle size is 0.3 to 1.0 or 75% greater.
Right, but like Rich said, if you ductwork and your furnace was not sized for that filter, then you're going to burn up your furnace because it's too restrictive, and it's going to try to do this.
Yeah, or it's going to overheat and you're going to short cycle because it's not got enough air passing. Whether if it's an air conditioner, it's going to freeze up, it's going to ice up. 9 times out of 10 when your AC quits, if you go down and check your filter,
you'll find
if it looks like that means you're way behind too. But if it is really dirty, just pull it out, leave the air off for an hour and so, and let it thaw out, because your A coil is probably frozen like an ice block because they had enough air pass through it. So you want to go ahead, let it thaw out, put a new filter in, and it'll probably be fine. But your furnace will do the same thing. It can short cycle because it has limits. If your heat exchanger gets too hot, it's going to automatically shut down for safety reasons.
Right.
I can't believe you guys didn't shut down. You should have walked into a frozen building with that thing.
It was constantly running, and we're like, what the hell's wrong with the furnace? And I went, well, you know what? I haven't checked the filter in a while. I'll go check it. And that's when I found
There it is.
this.
What did they say, that the cobbler's family has no shoes?
Yes, that's exactly it. So
Right?
that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to tell people, change your furnace filter. Check if it's a small, thin ones like this, little 1-inchers, then you might want to do, and it's in a central location, once a month.
Monthly's nothing wrong with, especially like a MERV 7 or whatever.
Yep.
But think about the fabric that they come with. It's
This one
really
isn't
to
even
keep
MERV
rocks
rated.
out of the squirrel cage.
This isn't even MERV rated, so that
Yes,
tells
keep-
you how.
keep rocks out.
Yeah, this keeps the rocks out, like Rich likes to say.
Yes.
So there you go. All right. So go change your furnace filter, and we'll talk to you next week. Keep it square and level until
Until next time.
next time. There you go. I just thought you'd like to see that filter there, Rich, because
Oh my
that
God,
thing was
that's
freaking nasty.
horrible. I
As soon
can't
as
believe you
pulled it
said
out-
that's in your own shop.
I know. I pulled it out and I went, oh, we got to do a show on this.
You change your filter based on the color.
Yeah, right? Oh, that's
Yep.
pretty bad.
Yeah.